In today's flagship program, Roi Ban Man, we bring to you an interview with Shri Mange Ram, Director of Khadi and Village Commission, Shillong, on the topic KVIC, its contribution and achievements in the last 10 years. Our interviewer is Dr.Moushumi Chakraborty.
You tuning in to Akashvani Shillong. A very warm welcome to all of our listeners. And yes, today in this very special program, we have a special guest with us here in the studio. And he is Shri Mange Ram, who is the Director of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, State Office, Shillong. Today, we will be talking about and listening to the contribution and achievements of KVIC or Khadi Village and Industries Commission. So very hearty welcome to you, sir, to the studios of Akashvani Shillong. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so we will be talking, as I look into the statistics, it seems that KVIC is really doing extremely well over the last 10 years, especially fulfilling the vision and the mission of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Before we go ahead and you telling us so much of what the KVIC has achieved, especially in production, in sales, in new employment generation, etc., tell us what was the purpose behind setting up the KVIC?
Ma'am, the purpose of KVIC is to avoid the migration from rural area to urban areas.
Okay.
Including to provide the rural opportunities at the doorstep in village areas. This is the main function of the KVIC. In this context, at all India level, all states are having state offices with the full manpower and infrastructure support. At every state offices is being assigned specific task to provide the rural employment opportunities to the rural people so that they cannot migrate from rural to urban areas.
Okay.
This is our motto.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it is under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. So now it seems, as I have these facts and figures here, it really speaks high and laurel-worthy the performance of KVIC, which has set a new record, especially, as I said, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, and fulfilling his vision and mission, that is of realizing developed India by 2047. Now let's come to the aspect of, setting up new record, especially when it comes to the turnover, which has crossed, it seems, 1.5 lakh crore for the first time.
1,55 crore. This is a turnover increase in comparison to last 2013 and 14.
Right.
You can say this is the first time we have achieved since independence. This is the main achievement. As far as the production of KVI is, it is 415% production. And as far as sale is concerned, it is 500% increase in comparison to last 10 years. This is our main achievement. And employment, as far as I told you that the purpose of the KVIC is to avoid the migration, to provide the employment opportunities. We have achieved 81% increase in comparison to last 10 years.
This must be a great moral booster for the all the people, including the stakeholders at the village level, and for all you people who are manning this organization. So hearty congratulations on that front.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
All right, so continuing with the great achievements of Khadi and Village Industries, as I said, as you just mentioned, the turnover is over 1.5 lakh crore for the first time. Now, what would you attribute these figures, these very, very huge figures? What has been, the significant part that played a role towards it?
Ma'am, as I told you that earlier, 2013 and 14, it was 26,109 crore. It was in 13 and 14, and now it is 23 and 24. This is 1,08,297 crore. This is jump of 415% in production. As far as sales is concerned, 2013 and 14, it was 31,154 crore.
Okay.
Now it is 1,55,673. This is 500% jump.
Okay.
With unprecedented increase. This is a really historic work achieved in rural area with the help of our artisans scattered in remote villages of the country. Yeah, and no doubt KVIC has set new records in achieving these three components like production, indigenous productions, indigenous sales, and employment. And new record of Khadi production that is somewhat different. I am talking about Khadi and village industry products. Now I am talking about only fabric production. Fabric production, earlier it was 800 crore. Now it is 3,206, which is another 395% unprecedented increase. This is and as far as Khadi fabric sales, earlier it was 1081 crore. Now it is 6,496 crore. Again, it is 500 unprecedented increase. And no doubt, ma'am, so many decisions and policy changes have been made under the Honorable Prime Minister of India. As a result of that, we have achieved so much progress.
Absolutely.
This is the first time.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Prime Minister Modi, of course, has taken almost the Khadi sales to newer heights because he tried to promote it from every platform, including the G20 platform as well.
Ma'am, this achievement is because of Prime Minister Modi has most of the times doing ambassador work for the promotion of Khadi. And you might be knowing that recently under G20 summit, he has promoted the Khadi in such a way that world community has been attracted towards Khadi. This is the main. And as a result of that, this has been inspired to the revered Bapu. And on the basis of that, Honorable Prime Minister of India has been regularly initiating, including our Honorable Chairman KVIC, Shri Mange Ram. Because of all these dignitaries, we are achieving our progress regularly under their guidance and leadership.
True. Because you just brought history to the forefront, because I think Mahatma Gandhi was a long time ago. You know, he stressed on Swadeshi and he took it up upon himself to popularize Khadi and to make it his mission statement almost when he was, fighting out the British from the country. Khadi was the essence of our freedom struggle movement as well.
Yeah, because this is a unprecedented increase and this has posed the confidence of the people. As a result of that, Khadi has become status symbol for the fashion of the youth nowadays. And no doubt this is realizing the developed India as well as making India the third largest economy of the world.
Absolutely, because the Prime Minister had always been stressing on make in India, vocal for local, Swadeshi
and
products.
Swadeshi products,
Yeah?
yes.
Exactly. Now, coming back to another aspect, and that is employment generation, new employment generation, because a large section of our population today consists of the youth. So the youth has also taken up such a new endeavor into products that are brought out by the KVIC, you feel, and therefore also this department could do so well when it comes to new employment generation over the last 10 years.
Ma'am, as on date, we have provided 1 crore 87 lakhs employment opportunities. As far as the new employment generation is concerned, during 2013 and 14, it was 5 lakh 62,000.
Right.
Now, at present, it is 10 lakh 17,000, which is increase of 81% at present. This is a specific new employment generated.
Okay.
Another 81% achievement is there. This shows that we are doing for the welfare of the state and for the welfare of the entire India under the leadership of our Honorable Chairman, Shri Mange Ram, and our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Modi ji.
Absolutely. So
This is their contribution, and under their guidance, everything is being done. Yes.
because the youth often feel that they don't have sufficient government jobs, but today we are talking about self-reliance, we are talking about entrepreneurship, right? So they can easily take up and be a part of the KVIC and become masters of their own jobs, of their own field, create employment also in their own way.
Ma'am, as I told you that PM Modi brand Shakti has increased confidence, you can say, youth of the country.
Of the country, yeah.
As a result of that, we are towards Make in India, vocal for local, and Swadeshi products. The purpose of the government of India is to give the job through setting up of their
Own business.
own business. Instead of giving the job to the white collars.
Instead of
white
looking
collar
for government jobs,
Yes.
they can actually set up their own business
own business.
enterprise.
So that he will be in a position not to take the job, but he has to give the job.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He or she,
Yeah.
I mean, can be job creators.
Job creator,
Yeah.
not job taker.
Absolutely.
The purpose of the
absolutely.
government is like this.
True. Now let's come to another aspect, and that is the increase in business turnover. That is also a very significant high, isn't it?
Yeah. As I told you that KVIC sales 500% unprecedented increase, 1,55,673. It is achievement since, you can say, independence. It is not a small achievement because KVIC has been constituted during 1956 under the Parliament Act.
Right.
Yes, since then, this is the achievement. And we are proud of it that we are in a position to give the employment opportunity to our population of the country.
Now, quickly coming back to another aspect for some beginner who doesn't know really what is KVIC, what are some of the products that you think are doing very well? What are some of the products that has a lot of brand value for that matter?
Ma'am, Khadi itself is having a brand value.
Right. Besides Khadi.
Yeah. Besides Khadi, Gramodyog products, wherein you can say village industries. Any industry which is established in rural area with a fixed capital investment per head of an artisan is rupees 1 lakh.
Okay.
1 lakh in plain areas and rupees 1,50,000 in hilly areas. So it is known as village industries. Under that village industries, we are giving the job opportunities through establishing of their Gramodyog units like pottery, you can say barber shops, electrician shops. These are all coming under Gramodyog programs.
Okay.
This is our program is having two components, Khadi and village industries. I'm talking about village industries.
And what do you think has really increased the confidence of the people towards such products of the KVIC?
As you might be knowing that there is a specific flagship program of Government of India, namely Prime Minister Employment Generation Program.
Okay.
It is a very flagship program wherein we are providing the subsidy to the, you can say, who has established their unit up to 35%. Yes.
They don't have to really travel, leaving behind their family, etc., and set up a new business here in the city or in the urban areas.
Yeah.
However, coming back to another question, and that is to the state of Meghalaya. You also have an office here, and you're doing a wonderful work here also. Yeah. What are some of the big highlights when we talk about the village industries here in the state of Meghalaya?
Here, as far as Meghalaya is concerned, we have been given a target of 671 projects.
Okay.
With a 20 crore rupees margin money. As I told you that this is a complete margin money to whom we are providing to the ATA units under Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. But here in the state of Meghalaya, it's very difficult to, you can say, invite all the beneficiaries because of, you can say, since this scheme is made online, 16, 17 onwards, but we are not in position to fully utilize the funds available with us. It is very unfortunate for the state of Meghalaya. But anyhow, we all are trying to, you can say, achieve the target by providing vigorous efforts to the state of Meghalaya. I am fully hope that we will be achieving very soon whatever the target being given to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Because here in the state of Meghalaya, we get very good quality of handicrafts, handlooms, pottery, basketry. When it comes to honey, also it can become a brand. We have the turmeric, etc. These are several of the products that I have just named, broomsticks for that matter also, that can actually be taken in a broader scale and a bigger scale and actually can generate a lot of employment.
Other than that, PMEGP, as I told you that Gramodyog Vikas Yojana, under this program we are providing the hand tools to the particular artisans who is engaged that particular industry. For example, if he is engaged in pottery activities, we are giving to them electric potter wheels. If that artisan belongs to, you can say, BPL category, we are completely giving 100% free. And if he is belonging to scheduled tribe, then we are taking only the contribution of 5% from that particular artisans. And Government of India has declared some special categories, you can say, like women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and physically handicapped. These are all special categories to whom we are giving the specific exemptions. Like we are providing 100% hand tools to them by taking 5 to 10%. 90 to 95% we are giving free of cost.
Absolutely.
Of the total
That's very
cost.
heartening to
Yeah.
know that. Yes, that's very heartening. And it's good that you've come to the studios and giving us so much of information.
Yes.
Because I'm sure many of the people, many of the youth who are listening to this program will be able to, take these help that you are providing. And another point that I want to raise is the KVIC also providing, is there any provision for training also? To train the youth
Yeah.
towards such?
Ma'am, we are having number of multi-development training center, MTTC, multidisciplinary training centers. At all India level, we are having number of MDTCs. In the state of Meghalaya, it is nearby situated in our Assam, wherein we are sending the needy persons to get the training. And as far as the beekeeping training is concerned, we are having training center in Shillong itself. It is nearby Roi district. We have established for this purpose so that we can give the training to them. And they can come at any time, but it is meant for only beekeeping.
Okay.
Other than that, we are having training center at Guwahati.
Okay. So, but you earlier said that, despite so much of, funds that is kept aside that you are supposed to, utilize for promoting KVIC in the state of Meghalaya, however, you're finding some kind of difficulty. Why do you think the people are reluctant to come forward?
I think, ma'am, we are trying from past, parallelly we are doing so many efforts to make aware the schemes. Sometimes most of the fellows are not knowing the Government of India schemes.
Right.
Although parallelly we are making aware the people, including officers, including other people who are working with the government, by making awareness camps.
Right. Sensitizing the people?
We are sensitizing the people through awareness programs, including other departments. There are 2 other departments who are engaged with us. We are implementing this program by another 2 departments. Number 1, Meghalaya Khadi Board, and another one, District Industry Center. Because we are having less manpower with our state offices, as a result of that, we are engaging other state government departments so that our program can spread to the grassroots level. And this is our main motto, to engage other implementing agencies.
Absolutely. What I understand so far, that there are so many programs and that is implementable, especially the youth of today should take advantage of.
Yeah.
Supposing, sir, somebody who's hearing this program today wants to be a part of KVIC and wants to approach you, what do they have to do?
And there is a Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. As I told you, that this is our flagship program. And this is not a new scheme. It has been implementing since 2008 onwards. I think it is completely 15 years at the ground level. It is a completely online scheme. There is no need to come to our office. Simply he can go to our website. He can check what are the procedures to take the advantage through this scheme, and he can apply through online. There is no need to come to our office. By sitting at his home or at his office, he can take the advantage. And so many telephonic helping numbers are there, so that they can take the help from any one of the agencies. There are 3 agencies involved in this PMEGP programs. 2 agencies from the state government, and our is concerned central government.
But then is there also a provision that those, because sometimes our networks in the rural areas are pretty, connectivity is an issue. So they might not have the speed that they require to fill up the forms. And is there also a provision that they can come to your office and the officers in KVIC will take up and help this person also to physically and manually fill up the forms?
As far as the state capital is concerned, they can approach to KVIC. If they are living in the district level, in district level, Meghalaya State Khadi Board is having their village level office. The man who is living at a remote village area, they can contact DIC Center and Meghalaya Khadi Board. They are having their offices at district level. So they can contact physically to their offices.
Okay.
District level offices.
District level
Yeah.
offices. Okay.
There is no need to come
Come
to
to the Shillong
KVIC office.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Do you feel also there is a need to, sensitize and spread awareness, especially in the local language, the language that people understand, and to reach it at that level, and to also take the help of the community heads or community members also at the local level who can also help and spread awareness on the great opportunities that KVIC can provide when it comes to employment generation?
Ma'am, as I told you that there is a sufficient funds available with KVIC by which we are providing the printing material in local language
Okay.
in addition to English. Khasi language, Garo language. In both the languages we have printed all the materials relating to KVIC. In addition to that, we are sensitizing through awareness camp, wherein we are calling village heads, concerned, you can say local representative,
Right.
local bankers, to whom they can go to take assistance through the scheme. And wherever the reputed person is there, we are calling invariably before starting our camps.
Okay.
They are mandatorily required. We are planning in such a manner in advance, well in advance, so that they can be available there, including all the agencies, Meghalaya Board, DIC, and the particular areas reputed fellows. All should be there.
Absolutely. So what I understand that KVIC is there to help the youth of the state. We have an office here in Shillong. There are offices at the district level also, where the youth, who is looking out for employment opportunities and who has a mind to work and become a master of himself or herself, can definitely go and approach the KVIC office in the district level also and do the needful. And according to their, expertise, can actually join hands with KVIC and get a job and also become job creators for the future.
Yeah, ma'am, as I told you, the purpose of the KVIC is to only give the employment opportunity at the doorstep level.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is our motto. To gearing up the Make in India, vocal for local, and Swadeshi products. This is
These are the mantras that the Prime Minister so often, literally speaks again over and over again in every of his public speeches that he makes.
Yeah.
Atmanirbhar Bharat that he calls, or self-reliant India that he is again and again, that this is the way we can actually become self-reliant.
Yeah.
Right? So what is the future when it comes to KVIC? What are the major changes and decisions that are in the offing that will take you to even greater heights than what it is today?
Ma'am,
how do you plan to expand further?
Ma'am, as I told you that new schemes are being introduced, like providing free machines, hand tools under Gram Udyog Vikas Yojana, by which we can touch to the last people of the remote village area
Okay.
by providing hand tools of the traditional village industries. As I told you, like pottery, electrician, plumber, these are the traditional industries wherein we are not in position to get the plumber and electrician as a generally when there is a requirement in our home. Additional number of schemes are being introduced in KVIC.
Absolutely. So the future looks very bright.
Yeah.
And however, as we are almost winding up, a quick message for all the listeners who are listening to this program today.
My message is to make in India success so that our ensuing youth could get job opportunities and they can provide not only job themselves to other fellows who are living nearby in that areas.
Absolutely.
It is our target set by the government of India.
And your endeavor also of the KVIC. Thank you so much for giving us such a lot of information about the wonderful role, functions, and the achievements that the Khadi Village Industries Commission has achieved so far. And I'm sure that there is so much more to achieve in the near future. I wish you tons of good luck to the entire department under the ministry that you are in, that is the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises of the Government of India. Shri Mange Ram, thank you once again coming to the studios of Akashvani Shillong and giving us so much of valuable information on the contribution and achievements of the KVIC. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, dear listeners, so that was Shri Mange Ram, the director of the Khadi and Village Industries Commission State Office here in Shillong, talking to us about the achievements and the contributions of KVIC. I hope you've enjoyed this conversation, and until next time, from all of us here, it's wishing you goodbye.
You've been listening to an interview with Shri Mange Ram, Director of Khadi and Village Commission, Shillong, on the topic KVIC, its contribution and achievements in the last 10 years. Our interviewer was Dr. Moushumi Chakraborty. This is Akashvani Shillong, bringing to you flagship program Roi Ban Man. Well, listeners, now let's listen to an instrumental music by Boxil Bakstar Kharmoplang, and the track is entitled Ailat Sashisin. With that instrumental number by Boxil Bakstar Kharmoplang on the track Ailat Sashisian, we wind up our flagship program Roi Ban Man, coming away from the studios of Akashvani Shillong.